This is Jesse Jones, and you're listening to Flagrant 2 Podcast.
Welcome to another episode of Flagrant 2, No Easy Buckets, analysis by assholes, water cooler commentary for your sports needs. I am Alex Media. You may know me as the cameraman, or the guy who completely fucked up the intro to the Flagrant Awards, but it's all good because I'm in town for the holidays. So on this special episode, we're going to revisit some of the most flagrant moments of 2017. Enjoy.
Here's the thing, while we're talking about football, we have to acknowledge the resurgence of a very, very special running back, back to his old ways.
All day.
O.J. Simpson. O.J. Simpson.
Yes, sir.
Was out at the club. Did you see him?
He was out at the club with a white woman.
With multiple white women. Cougars.
Right,
MILFs.
Absolutely right.
These dumb girls were talking to him. He's drinking a pink martini. I mean, he is so approachable. He looks phenomenal. Skin is great. And these girls were trying to get killed. I don't understand women. I don't understand. It's like it couldn't be more clear that you'll get murdered, right? First, it was the felon model. Do you remember
Felon
him?
Bay.
Felon Bay, they called him. It was this handsome felon dude.
Dog, the fucking Boston bomber. Women were going crazy over.
Yeah.
I don't
They
understand.
put him on the cover of Rolling Stone. I'm like, oh my God, he's so dreamy.
Ted
I'm like,
Bundy,
he's just
women love
killed
Ted
like
Bundy.
10 people,
Bro,
dog.
honestly, I know there's a woman that you have here, but that's your girl.
Yeah.
So you're spoken for in terms of men. We don't need to figure out.
It's more
Listen,
white women.
what is it?
I think it's more
White women are
women.
certifiably crazy. Here's the thing about white women is that they need excitement constantly. There's this
That's
constant.
white people.
Yeah, it is white people. Life is very calm.
Yeah.
For us.
Skydiving and all that.
Skydiving, gentrifying neighborhoods. There's no, for real, right? It's like there's this convo.
Underrated line.
They come together. They come together and they go. Listen, what neighborhood doesn't have parfaits? Let's bring parfaits to Bushwick. Let's bring parfaits to Bed-Stuy, etc. And then they just move in. They want to be excited. I'm telling you, because I grew up with these people. Okay, these are my people.
I've said this for years. White people don't appreciate the value of life.
They don't.
It's too calm. It's too. Listen,
They probably saw OJ in the corner of the bar in the club, like, ooh, that looks exciting.
Right.
Let me go talk to
Let me
OJ.
go see if that person will kill me. You have to understand white people. Think about white people, right? They were living life fine in Spain, right? And there was a known way to get to India, to Akash's people, right?
Yeah.
On the road. You could just walk. And there was a white
They're like,
person
you
who's
know
like,
what?
nah, I'm going the other way, and there might not be a round world, so I might just fall off the ends. But I'm going to try. I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to go for it because I think it's a spear. How do you know? I'm just guessing at this point. But
I remember I went to a white schools growing up, and I remember in middle school they had this like they were trying to tie it into exploring for Spain, and they were like, if you go to outer space, it would take 4 years. You might not make it. You don't know what you're going to see out there. You might not live. Probably not going to live. Who would want to go? And every white person raised their hand, and I was looking around like, what the fuck is wrong with you? 4 years to go see blackness?
No, I honestly, this happens.
I don't get that.
It's
I
not
just
to
think
be
white people like the
understood.
experience more than life itself. I honestly
Because life is
boring.
safe.
Yeah.
It's safe.
Like,
and
They wake up and they go,
They
there's
feel
food
bored.
in the fridge,
I'ma
there's
go get some out
electricity,
there.
I have a job, and if I don't have a job, my parents will take care of me.
Yeah.
They have all this comfort,
The
and they go,
majority of white people just have like a very bad risk assessment, like
it's not the
level.
majority.
Not majority, but
if they feel like it'll be fun and it's worth risking their life for, they'll do it.
Oh, we love
Black
it.
people be
Okay.
like, is there?
No.
No, I'm good. I'm quit.
Dude,
No.
it's like skateboarding just started entering the black community. You know what I mean? Like this is like in the last 10 years. Like all of a
It took
sudden,
us like a good decade and a half to be like, niggas can do this.
life had to get good. And like
That's
there was
white
black.
Kaz used the N-word today.
Oh, gosh, damn.
No, we brought filet. Kaz is like, let's go, bro. Yo, Kaz out here today.
Damn.
You know,
I'm getting
too
too
many-
comfortable around
Too
y'all,
many
man.
people commented. Why does that guy sound white? He's like, oh, I'm gonna tell them.
I'm gonna know now.
We're gonna show
God
them
damn it.
who's white.
Got the
real
cameras
talk.
here today. I'm like, nah, fuck that.
Tony Hawk
You don't
was
get a
bringing all
nigga
that. Tony Hawk was bringing all that money in with those video games and all that shit. And I guarantee there were some black people around. Like, look, I know we could jump higher than these white boys. I know for a fact we could do this shit more. Let's just hop on this skateboard and see what the fuck happens. And now they're killing it.
Yeah, I think the best like street skater is like a black Nigel Huston or whatever.
His name is Nigel?
Nigel.
Oh,
NYJAH or something like that.
No, I've heard the name.
Yeah, he's a beast. And he's black. Like, young black dude.
Shout out to Nigel.
Dude.
Come talk to us. We would like to know why your life was so privileged that you had to decide to create danger. Okay? What suburb did you grow up in, Nigel? Okay, but the real person who the resurgence was Adrian Peterson. Beast of a game.
He had a hell of a game, man. If you're the New Orleans Saints, like, what are your thoughts?
They had a hell of a game.
They did.
They put up 51 or something.
Lost the lead though. Almost lost a 35-point lead.
But that's literally the only game that the Saints could play though. Like they're not.
Yeah, I think
they can't slow it down.
Every season.
Drew Brees is always
like that.
Exactly. Drew Brees is always going to throw for 1 million yards in a season and do all that stuff. But the Saints are who they are at this point. Like the Cardinals,
they're not getting no better.
No, they're not going to get no better. Like Drew Brees is going to put up his numbers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
they'll win some games, but they'll lose a lot more. And then
it blows my mind. They keep drafting offensive players in the first round. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
And they never pan out.
What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
What is the? Is there anything to the idea that maybe Drew Brees can't handle another star on the team?
Maybe.
Who was the last person who was a star on the Saints?
I
think that's the Saints' fault.
I don't know.
Sean Payton gets a lot of pub.
I'm about to say Sean Payton's like the second biggest star in that team. I mean, who else? I mean, does Reggie Bush count?
Even when they were
Ingram,
maybe. I don't know. But
I mean, who else is the star?
Who have they drafted that just got really good?
Say what?
They haven't even drafted anybody that became a star. Like it's not like he's not like draft shitty players.
Yeah.
They drafted.
I'm not saying he's saying that.
They still can't get good.
Okay. So
it's just the front office.
NBA wives got a little liberated this week. They got a little liberated this week. This is news to me. I came here, I sat down, I was thinking of serious sports topics to talk about.
There was a lot of serious sports topics.
A lot of serious things going on.
We got ass eating and foot fetishes. So.
That's exactly what Kaz brought up immediately. I was like, why don't we talk about, Kyrie and Markelle Fultz's shoulder? And then Kaz was like, how about we talk about how Gabrielle Union eats Dwayne Wade's ass? And I was
she has the comfort to talk about or alluding to
She's
eating.
45.
She just said she eats dudes' asses. She didn't say which dudes.
Listen, the reason Dwayne Wade got hair so beautiful like that is from good ass eating. I think that's the key.
I just think it's a little ironic. She comes out with this interview today, and then Dwayne Wade gets benched. I don't know. I happen to notice.
I was about to say that man's having a rough week. Like,
well, if you knew you were going to get your ass eaten, wouldn't you want to sit that on the nice little seat, get it all warmed up and puckered for your wife who was going to go to Munchtown?
Oh, the Munchtown?
Munchtown.
All right, so here's the thing. Here's the thing I've always wondered about the ass eating, right? Mm-hmm. Like, is it the gooch?
We got graphics, motherfucker. Y'all not watching at home. You don't watch it on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/The Andrew Schultz. We got that's some ass eating faces right there.
She looked like she just.
That is the Kevin Hart I eat ass face. Remember from
Absolutely.
You gotta walk around the I eat ass face.
Absolutely. And he's like, you did all right. You've eaten it better.
Now, like, to be fair, afterwards, she came out, didn't really deny that, this is what she was talking about, but she said something along the lines of, like, listen, 45 years old, like, we should have, like, sexual reciprocity.
Right.
In a relationship and understand this is my sexual life for the past couple of decades. Like, I have this much experience in it. Like, and basically, like, you're not going to shame me in whatever. So, talk about what you want to talk about.
Eat your ass.
Eat your man's ass,
like,
bro.
There's a lot of girls listening right now that have probably eaten a dude's ass who, drives a garbage truck or some shit like that. Like, you've eaten way stinkier asses than Dwayne Wade's ass. Dwayne Wade got a great ass. He's showering after every game. Though, he's showering.
I'm saying get Dwayne Wade's permission before you just tell the whole world you eat his ass.
I mean, but not for nothing. Like, it's his wife.
That's embarrassing to have your ass eaten?
I don't know. Run it by if it could be embarrassing.
It's definitely something that you want to have ran through, but like definitely like talk to me about it first before you just go and sway in the morning and just say that I like.
That mouth's not just for ass eating; it's also for talking to me about talking about ass eating.
They don't have kids though.
That is true.
But he got kids.
He has kids.
That's his stepmom.
She can't have kids, so that's
Wait, she can't have kids?
Yeah, she has like a she had like a bunch of fertility issues. So like she physically, I don't know if she physically can't have it, but she's had like a lot of fertility issues, and that's why they don't have.
Oh, so they've tried, it hasn't worked, etc. Oh my God! Well, that's so.
Which is what somebody brought up, which was what you were talking about before. It's like, yo, how you gonna talk about this to Dwayne Wade? It's gonna make it so hard for him in the locker room. They'll be like, listen, Dwayne Wade cheated on his wife during a break.
They were on a break,
allegedly.
dog.
And she can't.
That's what NBA wives say.
It's like, bro, and she stuck around. It's like, yo, you'll live through some ass eating, Dwayne. Like, it's all right, dude.
But like, we're talking about ass eating in terms of how it benefits. How it benefits him, right? Like you don't eat ass for you.
No, I mean, if that's what he likes, that's what he likes.
Yeah, and if she likes that, maybe she likes that. Whatever.
Now, to be fair, this is absolute, something that we need to point out. Mm-hmm. If it's the gooch or if it's full hole. If it's full hole, I think that's
wifey.
That's why. I mean, obviously that's wifey.
That's wifey.
I feel like the gooch.
I ain't letting any girl eat my hole.
I almost feel like the gooch is like almost accepted a little bit more. I think it's more accepted than like the hole.
Right.
Because I feel like the hole, you gotta, there's like bending involved.
I feel like we're talking about mobsters that have snitched. The gooch and the hole were loyal people to the Carbone family.
I guess.
Things have come to my attention and let me feel like they're no longer that way.
But, no, I mean, like, between that and like the Steph Curry thing with the feet, and apparently Steph Curry's really into
when he asked Aisha for nudes, apparently she sends him feet pics. Mm-hmm. And she also spilled the beans. But like he didn't say that. She said that.
First of all, we need a picture of Aisha's feet.
That was the first thing I wanted to know.
Here's the thing. We don't even need to see her. Like, just judging off of her.
You know she got nice feet?
You know she has amazing feet.
Descending order.
Yeah.
You think
what do you mean descending order? If your feet don't go down,
that's a problem.
Yeah.
Don't ever take a picture of
That's the problem, dog.
Your feet are not photogenic.
I legit don't think I could be with a girl.
Nah.
She wearing open-toed shoes. Her shit look like a pitchfork.
Yeah, I can't do that.
I've never had like...
I can't do that at all. Your trident foot. Get that out of here. Who the hell are you? Ariel's dad? Put your foot away. Don't you dare wear a sandal.
God of the sea ass. Get out of here.
No, okay, now when you ask for a sandal, that's actually funny. When you have the second toe way longer and you ask to get a pair of shoes or sandals specifically, do you ask for your foot size just ignoring the fact that the second toe is way longer and just let it hang?
So like the middle toe, you're a size 10.
Do you go off middle toe or second toe?
I think you got to go off.
You got to go off middle toe. You can't have that shit hanging off.
Yeah, because your toe's only gonna get worse. Because then like you're crunching up a little bit, and there's like corns and bunions happening if you don't get enough space in between.
You know what, Alex? It's taken us too long to see this foot that I'm gonna whack off to. I'm a foot guy, but it's nothing sexual. It's not sexual for me.
No, it's not sexual. Okay.
It's I just like looking. I've thought about it a lot. I like eyes. I don't want to fuck eyes. I like legs. I don't want to fuck legs. Uh-huh. I just like the way they look, and I want it to be presentable on my girl. Could I date a girl with really fucked up feet? I don't think I could.
Zoom in, bro.
Damn. Okay, nah, she got some fire feet.
Hold on.
Nah, she definitely got some fire feet.
Hold on. You know what's so funny?
And the middle toe looks like it has a little.
Okay, this is what's so funny about this picture. She's in a knit shirt that may or may not be see-through and some tight little like booty shorts, right? For everybody who's listening at home. We're not even asking to zoom in on that part of her body. Like, there could be areola and nipple just popping out somewhere. Yeah, beat it, lady.
Action's up here.
What's going on over here?
Did you Google Aisha Curry feet? You know, Carly Agolino is a friend of ours. She said there's a wiki feet.
Oh, yeah.
She's on there.
What do you mean there's a wiki feet? Of course there's a wiki feet.
Oh, gosh.
What do you mean there is one?
I didn't know there was a wiki feet. You been on that bit?
Of course I've been on it. Akash, you out of your mind? Have I been on it? I've also Googled things. Of course, it's the same thing for me. If there's a girl that I'm like, there's a girl that, I into, and she might be in the public sphere.
Oh, yeah, I always. Even if they're not even
I'll
famous.
Google her feet, but I didn't know there was a wiki feet.
Let me tell you
something.
That far. Let me tell you something. This is honest from me to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Within the first day,
Feet of the year.
Feet of the year goes to whom?
I don't even know who these are.
No, those are disgusting. Let's get those out of here.
Good on those.
But in all seriousness,
that's all right.
Five. Within the first, that's fine. Okay, within the first interaction of talking to a girl, usually, first interaction of talking to her, I ask if she has nice feet, and then I try to get her to send me pictures of her feet. And then she's like, wait, do you want nudes? I'm like, don't you dare send me your naked body. Don't you dare send me your naked body. No, that's disrespecting to you, okay? I'm just trying to make sure that your feet aren't fucked.
You know what I noticed? When, like, IG hoes, when they don't have, like, you can tell if they got nice feet or not because they'll hide them. Like, they'll have a picture of on the beach, but they'll, like, bury their toes in the sand.
Ooh, I look at that. I look at that.
Peep game.
Where are your feet?
Yeah.
This is, like, so interesting to me because, like, I've never been, like, into feet. Mm-hmm. Like, it's never been, like, because I used to date a ballerina. And she didn't have, like, the best feet.
Are just terrible.
Okay, ballerina's feet are horrible.
Horrible. But it was never a thing. It was never a thing that, like, was a turnoff to me until I dated someone with amazing feet.
And I was look at those Jack Sparrow ballerina feet. And like, there's no way I can.
Like, there's a whole different world here. Like, that I didn't even realize.
No. I get it.
I get it, Steph. I get it. And she looks like she got some fire feet, man. So
yeah. Shout out to you. Actually, okay. Well, whatever. We don't have to get into it anymore.
The ass eating different, but the feet. I
eat a little ass.
I eat ass. It's just it's getting my ass eaten. That's the issue.
Listen, never in my life did I want that to happen to me. I'm being honest. Never in my life did I want that to happen. I don't know if I told you about this.
No, you did not.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. You got your ass eaten.
No, but it got close. I propped it up a little. I was receiving fellatio from a lovely woman who was very into it and very committed to it and was doing it in a way that I'd never received it in my life. It was one of the most phenomenal blowjobs I've ever had in my entire life. And I don't know what the hell happened, but while she's doing this thing, I just had this overwhelming sensation of, Schultz, you need to get your ass eaten now. It wasn't like, dog, it was not like you need to get it eaten at some point in time. So you need to get it eaten now. Now. Like that. No, I'm not joking. Son, I was looking out my window for someone to lock eyes with so they could experience this thing with me. Like, you ever see a beautiful woman walking down the street, you look for someone else to be like, yo, she's beautiful, right? I'm seeing it. That's how I felt about this fellatio. And all of a sudden, I started getting, and I was and I didn't have the confidence to be like, yo, could you eat my ass? But what I did start doing,
perked it up.
I lifted it. I did a lift. Shout out to Filet. I lift.
Oh my
Dude,
God.
I did that shit, bro. Dude, and she didn't go for it. She went down to Grundle, but she didn't go down to.
All right, so here's the thing. Me and my girlfriend had a.
This is a sports podcast, by the way. We getting there. We getting there. Can we just get out? Listen,
we just found out about this.
This is breaking news,
it's
guys.
It's a bonding experience. Go on.
So, me and my girl had to talk about this, and this kind of leads to last week. If it's ever okay to hit a woman, right?
Okay.
Me and my girl had a serious conversation. How
you gonna call the police on me hitting you, babe? I ate your ass. That's at least 2 strikes to the face if you eat your ass. You're crazy. Where's the logic in that?
No, this is facts though. This is facts. I told her straight up. I'm like, baby. I'm like, I would never ever lay my hand because we used to play fight a little bit. And I'd flinch and she'd flinch. I'm like, why are you flinching? Like, you really think I'd ever hit you? She's like, I don't know. It was just natural. I'm like, baby, there's only one instance where I'll ever hit you in the face. Right? Is if you're going down on me. And you go past the point of no return.
Okay.
And if you do anything, I'm like, this is exit only. There's nothing entering. And if you even come close to it, I'm punching you square in the face. And I'm giving you this fair warning right now. So when it happens, then the police come, you can't be like, yo, I didn't warn you. Like, I've told you this numerous times.
All right, but what if she puts her foot in there?
Hand to the face. Closed fist. I'm like, yo, I told her, I'm like, yo, you could cheat on me with my brother in my bed.
And I
won't hit you. But I'll be mad, I won't hit you. But if you put anything near my exit area, uppercut to the fucking jaw.
Okay, but why are you
Schultz
afraid?
Has a great theory that I actually,
I'm afraid.
You're afraid you'll.
That's the only reason
I don't want to experience.
Bro, I had a guy. I used to do a joke about it, but I had a girl ask me. She's like, "Why don't you want me to, put my finger in your ass?" And I was like, "Listen, because I don't want to enjoy the fuck out of that. That's why I ain't trying to be getting head and talking about, hey, can you slide some fingers in my ass? Because it will
You are a different person after that.
It's not going to stop. It's not going to stop at one. You know what I mean? Like, right? Like. Like, think about girls. Like, at first they liked it when you finger it over the one, and then once that shit starts to open up a little bit, right? Throw some more in there.
This is a tunnel I don't want to go down ever, though.
I want nothing going down that tunnel. You know what I mean?
Nothing at all. I'm good.
That's all I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to get all.
That's what she tells me, too. She's like, yo, I'm telling you, you might like. I'm like, listen.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Exactly. You might like it. Exactly.
I've had friends that bro, swear by it.
Yo.
Bro, and I asked him, like, yo, how deep, dog? Like, how far? Like, yo, Alex,
that's where they lie. I guarantee you that's where they lie.
Alex does our video and stuff. I said, I have friends who swear by it. My man just raised his hand, so he raised his hand. Careful of the table.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, he raised that shit. Alex, you gotta speak loud. So you like getting the ass eaten?
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
He says it's amazing.
Just eating, or you get that stickum?
Just like lift around the rim.
Your rim.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
Yo, hold on.
Alex, you gotta pull the
And what you getting to eat his ass?
Hold up. Let me taste that. No, that shit is wild right there, bro. So you just like a playing with it.
Yeah.
You don't want penetration. Yeah,
Oh, God.
You're not gonna put the webbing up to my ass.
No, we're
That
good,
is
bro.
insane.
We're good. I've had the same exact orgasm my entire sexual life,
Son,
and I'm good. I'm good.
I'm
right
not gonna
there,
lie, bro. That's the other thing I was thinking about. Like, I need ways to not come. You know what I mean? Like, who the fuck are these guys out here trying to find more ways to come better? Like, what's going on with your dick, dog? Because my shit, I need the pause button, right? That's what I need. I need DVR. Let's run that back a little bit. Let's go.
I need to build my stamina. I ain't trying to.
Yeah, like, hey, you know what we should work on, babe?
It's like a game of 2K when the Gatorade cup pops up when it's tired. Like, yo, I need less of that. Yo, I need more.
Why do girls even subscribe to this? Hey, baby, let's find ways we can have sex for shorter.
No, I'm good. I'm good. Oh, yeah, this is a sports podcast, by the way.
All right, let's get to this.
He's a
Goodell's
fuck.
a sucker, bro.
Goodell gotta go, bro.
He's a sucker, man.
Goodell
All right,
gotta
so
go.
Goodell goes.
Uh-huh.
Who do you pick to save the NFL, to run the NFL?
You know what someone suggested once? I thought was a great suggestion. The only time I've seen an online forum produce anything useful, Condoleezza Rice.
Really?
She knows sports from a PR perspective in a league where all these players think you're a bunch of old racist white dudes. You get a African American female to be the commissioner. Think of the goodwill that creates on its own.
You're going to start talking to your wife different. You know what I mean? You're going to start that disciplinary action a very different way.
NFL commissioner. I'm not a huge Condoleezza Rice fan.
I don't know anything about her.
She's on the college football playoff selection committee or whatever.
Really?
Yeah. She was in the Bush administration.
Well, I know her as like a politician, but I don't know what her politics really are.
That's an intriguing pick. That's an intriguing pick. You think a bunch of old white billionaires are going to be like, yeah, we want that girl. After this year?
Nah, they saw what happened to Donald Sterling. They don't trust no black woman no more.
Man, if I had to pick one person to run the NFL, to save the NFL, y'all might think I'm being a homer for this, but I'm picking the McMahon family. I'm picking Vince McMahon, bro. Vince McMahon has been karate chopping lawsuits left and right.
Real talk.
For decades.
He fucked the XFL though.
Teflon, dog. Yeah, the XFL, whatever. But wouldn't that be like another thing? Wouldn't that be the ultimate comeback story?
Facts.
Fail with the XFL. There's only two people that went head up with the NFL, and its peak. It's Donald Trump and Vince.
That's who we should make. We should make Donald Trump commissioner so he leaves the presidency.
I'd much rather have. I'll roll out the red carpet for him to be the NFL commissioner.
And I think he would too.
Real talk, those tweets will be fire.
Fire! Imagine!
Those tweets will be fire. What's up with all these wives getting knocked out? Why don't you duck? You know what I mean? Those tweets will be flames.
NFL players making up fake concussion stories. Fake news. Sad.
He's like, I see the Cleveland Browns trying to tank. It's not going to work. Sad. Yo, not for nothing. Like, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing about
even if
Trump.
ratings continue to drop, he would lie and say they were the best ever.
Yes.
He's involved.
Listen,
NFL ratings at an all-time high.
There were 10,000 people watching. There was at least 40 million people watching. Get your facts right.
Here's the thing about Donald Trump. He's evil and all this other, awful stuff. But he's entertaining, man. He's just really entertaining.
He's the funniest, dog.
And, if he's not in charge of, the free world, there's still a part of me that can find him wildly entertaining, right?
It's hard now afterwards, but if he never was president,
if he was never president,
he would be the most beloved sports commissioner in the history. Just think about when he fired people.
Time out. First off, let's stop. Let's pause this real quick because I know how this is going to look for people, right? Let me give you context, all right?
Yes.
The president thing never happened, right?
Yes, that's what we're saying. This is
fresh off of The Apprentice.
This is only like Trump Apprentice. This is Trump in rap Universe, songs. This is
Apprentice. Trump, like he's name dropped on Mac Miller songs. Like that's the Donald Trump we're talking about, not this fucking Hitler alike that is now in charge, right? You wouldn't want him running the NFL after Roger's done?
In a second.
Unbelievably entertaining.
Yes, facts.
You have a video of Ray Rice and his wife knocked out, and he said, I need to hear both sides. When she wakes up, is she up yet? Has she woken up yet? When she wakes up, have her come talk to me. I want to know what's going on. I want to know what's happening. Maybe the ground is hard. The reason my hotels have carpeted floors is for things like this.
Like, I have the best floors. All the floors are carpeted. I put it in all my buildings.
There's a bounce to the floor. Not this hard marble. Marble is hard on the head. Not that I would know anything. Shut up, Melania.
Listen, Trump. I know you listen to everything and watch all this type of shit.
Yes.
Just consider it. You stop being president. Just step down. I guarantee you all these NFL owners would love to be in charge of you, to be the commissioner. And isn't that what you want to do? Isn't what this whole beef with the NFL is? Because the USFL didn't let you play. They didn't let you own the team.
Bills, I think, wouldn't let him buy the team.
So you started your own league.
I think the Bills also blocked a bid for him to buy the team.
No, he blocked a bid, I think, for Bon Jovi.
Yes,
to buy the Bills on some payback shit.
Wow.
Or some petty stuff. That's what I'm hearing. But maybe that's rumors. But I think this is
a fair trade, dude.
What if
they deserve each other?
Think about it. 2020.
Oh yeah.
2020. We say you could run again, or you could take Roger Goodell's position.
Like, isn't that there is no two entities that deserve each other more.
I'm telling you.
Than Donald Trump and the NFL.
It would save the NFL.
It would save the world. Are you kidding me? It would save the world.
Deflategate.
King Jong-il would be like, oh, thank God.
We good. I want to go through every major controversy with Trump at the helm and set up Goodell. Deflategate.
Right, so Deflategate. Okay. He's like, Tom Brady, he's a great guy. Yeah. Love him. Votes for me. Gives me tons of money. He would never deflate balls. I touch all his balls. They're the best balls.
People are deflating things. I don't know about that. I know things are like inflated. They're called breasts. Thank you, Melania. Build them up. Get them bigger. Walls, titties. I don't care.
It's all about grabbing pussies and shit. He's like, I think we need more female sideline reporters so you can grab them by the pussies. Absolutely. It's totally okay. I do it all the time.
Listen, Joe Namath, he's a great man. Did he hit on that girl? Well, why was she asking him questions? She looked like she was into it. That looks like consent to me. I feel like we're doing impressions of people who do Trump impressions.
You almost sounded like JFK at the end of that.
Like Trump.
Kaz wasn't bad.
Kaz has been studying more than me.
I've been studying. I've been waiting to whip out my Trump for a while, man. I've been waiting. But...
Listen, these players have great hands. Like me. I'm not going to open them anymore.
He's like, don't I have the biggest hands? I went to Odell Beckham. He said I have the largest hands. Exactly. It'll work, man. I think it'll be the most, like, there's probably, like, you ever watch Back to the Future? Mm-hmm. Where, like, if you change one thing,
it changes
the entire world. Yep. I feel like there's one owner who told Donald Trump he can't own an NFL team. And he was like, you'll pay for that. And, like, that one moment just changed like if somebody would have just let him own a team.
Butterfly effect shit.
Some butterfly effect shit. Like and that's the thing. I forgot who said it. I think Michael Che said it in his stand up. It was like, you know, the only reason why this whole thing has went this far is because we were just all so mean to him. Like we were just really we were just clown him unmercifully. If there was just one guy who was just nice to him and just let him own the NFL team.
Yeah.
Just do whatever you want to. Just own the team.
Yeah.
He probably never becomes president. He probably
eventually becomes like a commissioner, or he ends up doing some other shit in other sports. Maybe he's a great sports owner. Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe he's another Jerry Jones, and the NFL sees. They invent some wild helmet that saves concussions, and like you can like play for like
it's just
40,
made out of
50
his hair.
Yeah, it's made out of his hair or some shit. Like maybe like that is the one moment in history that like changes the entire world.
All right, let's start lobbying for it. 2020.
Trump
replaces Goodell.
This is real. This has got to happen.
Let's make this happen.
I think we could make. Listen, if we got the Dipset national anthem,
facts. If we got the WNBA finals trending,
we got WNBA finals trending.
Put this on record because this is going to become a thing.
This is gonna happen.
And it's got to be known that it came from Flagrant 2.
Flagrant 2. Trump to head the NFL.
Trust me. Black people watching this, I know it sounds crazy. Supporting Trump in any think of the greater good right now. Just think of the greater good right now. You get him out of office, you put him with the one league that needs him, supports him, and empowers him.
And his supporters
they're NFL fans.
NFL fans. And his supporters will rock with him. His supporters will almost accept the fact that he's not running again because
Colin
there's somewhere
Kaepernick,
else to go get him.
Would you get up off the knee to get Trump out of the White House?
How much do you care?
That's what I need to know.
The ultimate sacrifice. Wow. Think of it, black people. This is the way to save the world.
Wow.
We need to get Donald Trump to be the commissioner of the NFL.
Yes.
And think about it. He's not really in charge. The owners are in charge of him.
The owners tell him what to
do. But
in
his stupid ass head, he thinks he's in charge.
Wow. Deals. We can make better deals. Yeah.
Oh, he's actually gonna go rogue 1,000 times and do all kinds
which
of
is
crazy
totally
shit.
fine.
But it will work for the NFL.
Football, that's fine.
Yeah.
That works for a sports league. For the world, no. The NFL, sure. Fuck it up. I don't care.
This is a phenomenal idea. We have to make it happen. What's the hashtag?
Trump 2020 for NFL commish.
That's a long.
Yeah,
it is pretty long.
Okay, how do we tighten it?
Trump 20. I don't know. We'll think of it. We'll figure it out eventually.
We got to get it. Help us.
Trump
for
NFL commish.
Trump for NFL commish.
Yes.
Number 4 for NFL commish. Yeah. Trump for
NFL commish.
The number 4 NFL commish. We need to make this happen. We need to make sure that Trump sees it. We need to make sure that we protect not only our country, but the great sport of football.
Absolutely.
And Trump might be
because think about it. We all do love football. As shitty as the NFL is,
real talk. Think about
we love football, the sport.
I love it. He's denying climate change. CT is gone in 20.
Bro,
CTE is not a thing. He literally will go up and be like, they hit their head. Don't be a pussy. That's it. But CTE is killing people. Guns don't kill people. People kill people. CTE is like a gun. I honestly believe that he will have us thinking that football is a fun, little rough and tumble sport
even if
that it used to be to us.
Even if I know CTE, I could watch and be like, listen, I know these guys are still getting CTE, but think of all the lives we saved with him not being president.
Thank you.
So again, I can make peace with it.
The greater good. Listen, I will sacrifice all. This sounds like real dictators, but I will sacrifice every NFL player's brain if it means I can save the world from a nuclear holocaust. I'm not even thinking about it. I'm like, fuck the NFL.
See
Take
these
it.
Africans. This is how Joseph Kony gets started. There's some good idealistic shit like that. You gotta be careful with these.
Take their brains, dude. Take them. I don't give a fuck. My kids will play basketball. Take them. Take their brains.
We just figured it out.
You are saving the world from an eventual nuclear holocaust. Fuck the NFL. I'm good. Trump, do it. You know you want to do it.
Trump does it, and you know what he also does? He builds every new stadium.
Yeah. The Jets and Giants get their own stadium.
Let him be in charge of the construction projects.
Fuck it. I don't care. You could build a stadium right on the West Side Highway. I don't give a shit.
And also, I'm tired of pretending Trump towers aren't beautiful.
They are.
I'm tired of it. I don't want to keep doing it.
Them shit slap. You walk by there like, yo.
Listen, when I was apartment hunting,
dude, hotel tonight, bro. If that shit pops up, we in there.
I feel terrible. I'm like, yo, listen, like, I gotta stop. Like, listen, that Trump building on the West Side Highway, overlooking the water,
bruh.
Kind of
Central
scenic.
Park?
Kind of scenic.
The one of the Columbus Circle?
Columbus Circle, yeah.
That Derek Jeter used to bring all those hoes into?
Yeah, give them the gift baskets.
Hey,
bro, listen.
Hey.
There's certain things that evil people could do and be extremely, productive at. An evil person like Trump is the perfect person to run
a fucked up league.
I literally think God had us do this podcast to come up with this idea.
Yo, real talk,
genius.
man.
This is genius.
I think this is the future. I think we really figured it out, and I honestly, in my heart, believe that we could convince Trump to do it.
We can do it.
Because
here's the thing.
Because you know he's not enjoying being president.
He does not like being
president.
You know
he doesn't like doing that shit.
Because here's the thing. What is Goodell? On some level, he's a dictator.
Yeah.
And Trump would rather be a dictator than president. He doesn't have to deal with Democrats telling him he can't do shit.
All checks and
Republicans
balances and shit.
Votes and all this other nonsense. He just wants to run a business because that's what he's used to doing.
Yes.
And he could have that complete autonomous power in the NFL. Dude, we figured it out.
Go for
2020, Trump for NFL commish.
Flagrant 2 saved the world.
God damn, we out here killing it. If they do figure it out, it will take Melo changing how he plays the game.
Do you put?
Yeah.
Do you have Melo come off the bench if you're the coach?
Yeah. I have Melo go to the bench, and then I have him sit on the bench from the beginning of the game until the end of the game, and then he can get off of the bench.
I think
that is the best way you win. You have him sit on the bench.
The only time he walks on the court is the handshake.
Exactly. You handshake, warm up, hey Melo, warm up, blah, blah. And then if I even hear one of the buttons on his warm-up pants unclasp, if I even hear timeout immediately, someone take Melo to the back. I think he was trying to check himself into the game. There's something going on. Yeah, something going on here. So that's me personally. Talk. That's why you know how Austin's always looking upset.
Yeah.
He's always looking depressed and shit like that. Wouldn't you feel that way if the entire NBA was smashing your sister?
The entire other team is telling you they fucked your daughter.
I'm gonna cross you over, score on you, and then finger your sister later after that. Okay? I'm taking your sister to Joe's Shanghai, and then afterwards we're going back to
That's gotta be rampant though, man.
If we ever saw Austin Rivers, at least me, I get my ass beat. Because there's no way if I'm Austin Rivers, I let this shit slide.
Oh, hell no. Absolutely
What
not.
you mean? Oh.
I'm not.
We're going to bump into him and we're going to have words, but honestly, I hope this encourages him to get better. Like, if I can see that your offense is so I could D you up.
The good thing about
I already know, I could D you up within a team structure. One-on-one, you'll destroy me. But within a team structure, I already know what you're going to do.
Yeah.
I know you're gonna miss the layup.
He would destroy you.
He
would destroy you.
One-on-one,
He would destroy you.
Even in a team, like I was with you up until that last part.
Listen, he'll get by me, but I'll call out what he's gonna do.
Because he already told you. That's your only hope in a fight too. Is he's gonna be like lift cross,
and then I knew that was coming. Right
hook, and you're gonna know.
Yeah, you scored, but I decided what it was.
Like just because you get hit in the face and you called it doesn't mean you still didn't get hit in the face. Like you don't get extra points for that. But it is what it is, man.
Left hook KO me.
See, I called it though. I called it.
Anyway, whatever. I don't care if it started out with some negativity. It's just I was just watching this game.
You came in mad low energy. I know where you were going.
No, because I was already, it was bubbling inside of me. And the reason why is because I was watching this game and I'm watching Lou Williams, who has the most beautiful. Like I get emotional talking about this guy, dude. His game is so gorgeous. It's like when you look at the Mona Lisa and you're like, what is the Mona Lisa thinking about? Lou Williams. Yeah. Lou Williams' touch. Like nobody has a softer touch.
Him and Jamal Crawford are in the same boat as me.
But Jamal works harder.
He does.
And Lou is so effortless and everything is reactive. It's like water. Like Lou should do circumcisions. Just the way that he is so refined in his ability to like get a shot off with the minimal effort. I don't even see him sweat. I've never seen him go. It's just, and then how can that be on the same team with a garbage man of a basketball player? Awesome. I don't
Lou Williams is a guy I've known for a while. He was in my same high school class as So I watched him played against him a bunch of times in like AAU, and he was Iverson in high school. Like he was the same height.
Yeah.
He put up massive numbers. You would always hear like through the grapevine, Lou Williams had like 54 last night, 40, whatever. And it's like he has. And guys like him, like your Jamal Crawford, your like Nate Robinsons, I guess but Nate Robinson makes it a little harder. If you're not an NBA star, right? If you're not like a A1 alpha, LeBron, Dirk, Durant, Curry type of dude, isn't this like the most ideal position for an NBA player?
Yeah.
The coach says, we're not going to start you, but you're going to come in, and as soon as you come in, chuck. Just chuck and chuck and chuck. And if you're not chucking, you're sitting.
Bro.
That is the dream NBA
Who's the guy that started that?
Microwave Johnson.
Yeah.
Vinny Johnson.
Okay, word.
Vinny Johnson?
I would say Vinny Johnson was the first guy
you're probably
was
right.
like, yo, just come off the bench and just
give me
throw
buckets.
him up.
But that feels like a newer thing to me. And my basketball knowledge
it's probably newer. I mean, like, there was, who else?
I remember Manu, the first guy that was like, you should start, but you're just going to come off the bench and you're going to win Sixth Man of the Year every year.
I guess, Rip Hamilton was one for a little while.
J.R. Smith has been one.
Gosh, who else? J.R. Smith.
But the microwave role has become more important in NBA. But there's something about Lou's game, and I guess Jamal as well. But these guys are just professional scorers. Mm-hmm. Go out there and get buckets.
Malik Monk is probably gonna be another one.
Malik could be.
Comes in, just chuck as soon as you can.
It's just one of those things where there's certain players that if they accepted this role, they could have incredible NBA careers.
Well, you got to prove it first, though.
I'm just saying, Melo. If Melo is nothing better than a six man.
Really?
I mean, he's barely.
I've thought about that. He could be the greatest six man ever.
Melo would be the greatest six man ever, and I think that whatever team he was on, if they were playoff contenders, immediately become championship contenders. 20 minutes a game.
He would never accept that.
He would never accept that because his ego's too big. But he is a trash starting player.
I don't think he's
trash is
trash is
no. I honestly, you can't pay him little enough.
No,
I'm being dead serious. I'm being dead serious.
Mind you, I've been off the Melo train for a while.
The fish rots from the head down. Knicks are 7-5 when we're recording this podcast right now. OKC 5-7,
and they just lost to the Sacramento Kings that we just by
walloped.
30.
Porzingis, listen, everything. I think we need to apologize to Phil Jackson. Besides the triangle offense, all the decisions that he made are starting to come and showcase themselves in the light right now. Besides the triangle, getting rid of Carmelo. He understood the value of cutting out the cancer. Carmelo was so bad as a player for the team, just for the team morale. Chris Paul is like this too.
Yeah.
But they're so bad for team morale that it would inhibit the growth of Porzingis and the other players on the team. The second you cut the cancer out, immediately. How many minutes did Porzingis play last night? 25? He put up 34
25 and 14 active minutes. He put up 34
What does that mean, active?
As the game's running up and down. Not sitting on the free throw line or timeout. Because all that accumulates. But in actual game time minutes, he only played 14 minutes and he put up 34 points.
I mean, this is...
Which is...
and can
unbelievable.
You do that? Can you do that with Melo?
No. And at this point, and it's gosh, and I hate shitting on Melo because I was such a big fan of his, and
I was never a fan.
Let's not be personal.
Let's talk about it, man.
Let's talk about it.
I think because I'm still of the ilk of you gotta wait till Christmas to see what this team really is.
OKC or Knicks,
both.
Any NBA team, you don't really know who they are until Christmas.
I would say All-Star break, honestly.
All-Star break too.
That's fair.
All-Star break too. But there is no denying, the culture is night and day without Melo on that team. And I don't want to just put it just on Melo. I don't know if it's you got Jarrett Jack. You got a nice mix of veterans and young talent.
You know what it is, Kaz.
And they all love playing for each other. They all hustle for each other.
Who did they not like playing for? Who did they not like hustling for? They were afraid when Melo was on the team. These players were afraid to shoot the ball. They were afraid. When I watched Garbage Time yesterday, yes, it's garbage time. But I'm watching guys.
But they're up, cheering.
They're having fun. Kyle O'Quinn. Kyle O'Quinn.
Kyle O'Quinn's a baller. He's the most perfectly placed player on that team.
He's kind of our Draymond.
Exactly.
He's
not a starter.
Nope.
He comes off the bench.
Much worse.
He does exactly what's asked for him.
Workhorse, plays D, an underrated passer.
Yes. 7 assists yesterday.
Bro.
7 assists Saturday.
And dime some of them. Not just kick out. I'm talking about no
shoot
look.
A three, layup.
Bro.
It's a bunny.
Bro, listen, I love O'Quinn, but when you see guys actually having fun and playing together and with incredible admiration for Porzingis that they did not have for Melo.
There is I'll say this. There was an unnamed NBA player that I had a conversation with.
Okay. Around
this time last year. When I think the Knicks started around 12-10 or something. Okay. They looked all right, but it wasn't, it was a lot of ISO ball. Derrick Rose looked pretty good, but it was just, whatever.
Right.
This unnamed player was just I was like, yo, what's the deal? Why isn't this working?
Yeah.
He's just selfish, man. He's just selfish.
Who's he?
Talking to Melo. Talking
yeah.
about Melo.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, like if he just like bought in, like I feel like we could, like we have the talent. Like I see the talent.
Yep.
But like he just doesn't buy. He's just selfish.
The ego is so massive. It's a black hole. It's absorbing everything around him. It absorbs the confidence of all the players around him. I'm seeing McDermott put up 15 shots a game, and he's not. He needs to hit more shots. If you ask me personally, but the fact that he even has the self-esteem at this point, you think he's chucking those up with Melo?
No, absolutely not.
When you get a rebound,
the ball doesn't stop. That's my only thing.
And it stops for Porzingis, and we're Gucci with that.
Yeah, because
that's
you're
what it should
not.
Stop for.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you get him for. Like you're not. He has. It should stop for Porzingis because he has the most unguardable shot in all of basketball. He's 7'3". I'm gonna put the ball right here and shoot off the glass. And try and block it. And the only way it's missing it is if I'm off, because you're not affecting this at all.
Nothing you could do.
You know what I mean? So
I haven't seen nearly as much Knicks as you guys. Let me say a few things. One, he could be like a Yao Ming 2.0. Like, Yao kind of reminded me that put in the post, I don't have a ton of, he's skinnier than Yao even, but like, just off the glass, high release, you can't block it, extend it outside a little bit. Second of all, Phil's biggest mistake, I don't even think it was a triangle. It was a no trade clause for Melo.
Yeah.
That's absolutely. The one thing, when Phil was doing it, I was like, I trust him, but this is not good.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is a bad move.
Fair enough.
And Melo, I think, is a cancer as an alpha. Everybody talks about Olympic Melo, and I believe in Olympic Melo because I watched those 2 Olympics. And he just can't be your alpha. And that's why I think still OKC could work because Russ is going to be the alpha.
So one thing I want to address about that, and this is something that I have to address for Melo and also Chris Paul. When I say, how do I explain it? Not every player is an alpha that you play with. Melo has an alpha energy that is intimidating to betas. And when it intimidates betas, they're not going to play to the best of their ability.
Right.
LeBron has an energy. Steve Nash had an energy that kind of uplifts betas. And
it's
you
called
get
sharing the ball.
but like,
it's called sharing the rock.
It is sharing the rock. Absolutely. Don't get me wrong. But like Kobe didn't have an, and he didn't share the ball, but he didn't have an energy that uplifted betas. Do you know what I mean? So it's like Melo can thrive when he's with other alphas. But
that's because the only true beta Kobe had was Pau Gasol, and he was an unselfish star. He was somebody that would be, you know.
And Kobe really buttered him up because they related to each other on some Euro shit.
Yeah, and on top of that, like Kobe just went through 4 years of like just shitty Laker teams. He's like, get me somebody, anybody.
Yeah.
I'll be so grateful. I won't chase him out. I swear to God. So he got Powell, and he was like, I'm not fucking this up.
You know what's funny is we always hear about these great players making everybody around them better. LeBron is the only one I can definitively say that for. Jordan retired for 2 years. The next year and a half. The next year they made it to the conference semifinals.
Yeah.
You lost the greatest player of all time.
Yeah.
Without him, you still go to the conference semifinals.
Yeah.
Did he make you better? You see what I'm saying? Did he make
because Pippen was going to
Luke Longley better?
It seemed like. I mean, like Pippen.
No, it's a great point. So here's the thing: if you don't make people better, you got to be so good that that's okay. Melo and Chris Paul are not so good that that's okay. Jordan.
I'm just saying as a general point, we always hear, you got to make the guys around them better.
Absolutely.
LeBron is the only one that really does that.
Yeah. And there's a few guys that do it, but Nash, these types of guys like you said, who pass the ball.
Curry makes his teammates better.
Curry makes his teammates better, and he also leads in a way, like, I don't care what you say what you want. These motherfuckers are dancing like they're the Jets on defense. Like, they are having fun, bro. Like,
they've been having fun for like the past 4 or 5 years. Like, you've never seen any type of like, it's even tension, like even after they blew the 3-1 lead, like they came back more together. They came back more together and had more fun. It was more of an asshole, especially when they got KD.
Like we would have no clue how bad a dancer KD was if it wasn't for the camaraderie that they built on the Warriors. You know, all I'm trying to say is like now the Knicks have that, and you removed one thing from the Knicks.
So let's talk more about this, right?
Okay.
When it comes to this Knicks team. The reason why I like them and like why injuries permitting, I really do like them as a strong playoff team in the Eastern Conference because of not because of the players they have, but the type of players that they have. You know what I'm saying? Porzingis took the leap this year.
That's it.
Megastar. Like you need those to be good in any year. It doesn't matter who's
Someone
on
could
your
give
team.
you 40.
Somebody who you could blink and you could just pencil in 30 for him. That's it, right?
A guy who will win you a playoff game by himself.
Exactly, right? You got Enes Kanter, who I'll be the first person to admit I was not fucking with Enes when he first got here. He's third in the league in field goal percentage. He
Bro.
only plays the best stat of him. He's averaging a double-double, 14 and 10.
Mm-hmm.
He plays 25 minutes a game.
Bro.
He's not even getting starter minutes. He's getting like good bench guy minutes.
And hounding
the boards
boards.
and bullying people.
Yeah.
And he's the perfect complement to Porzingis stretching the floor, right?
Son, what real quick, not to cut you up, but
Mhm.
I love what he said. He goes, just shoot. This is
Yeah.
what he said to Porzingis.
I'll
No
get
ego.
it.
I'll get the rebound.
Mm.
And when you have a guy who just submits that way, when you have a guy that just goes,
Everyone
listen,
else falls in
all-
line.
that-
Everyone else falls in line, man. And
Of course he got no ego. The man almost got detained on international waters. Boys, I'm just happy to be in America. Do whatever the fuck you want.
Call away to get sent back to Turkey.
Yeah.
And we
I
got the
need
quick
12
route too.
boards a game where you're going back to Erdogan and he's going to handle you.
Like,
You're
yo,
a
you're a hop
refugee.
skipping away from Ellis
Boom.
Island, bro.
That's
We can
it.
send you out of here fast. You
Just
better
slowly
ball
moving
out.
closer to Turkey. He was safe in OKC. Now you want to rebound. Now you want to play D? All right. Let's see what it is.
It's just hard for people to accept James Harden as that guy for some reason.
Yeah,
I don't know.
All I'm saying is, like, as a branding, there's certain things, and maybe the fact that his game isn't that what is it?
It's not that sexy, man.
It's just not that sexy.
It's not that sexy. It's sexy. Like, it's like James Harden's game is like.
It's
like,
not sexy.
It's sex. It's cute. It's cute.
It's not powerful. It's not, even though he has all these things, it's not powerful. It's not really that flashy.
Nah.
I mean, a step back three is whatever, like, but he's not pulling from like 5 feet out like Steph is.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's just not as, I don't know what it is. It's not
It's
as sexy.
cute. It's cute.
You got a cute ass
It's
game.
cute. It's Katie Holmes. It's cute.
It's Katie Holmes.
Like, it's cute. Like, it's Zendaya. It's cute.
But he's not a bad bitch.
Yeah.
It's not Amber Rose.
It's not no Amber Rose, nigga. Like, it ain't fucking, you know, like, who's like, it ain't, it's not Nicki Minaj. Like,
No, it's not.
sexy. Like, I don't want to put my penis in this game. Like, I'd walk around the mall with this game. I'd introduce my mom to this game. Like, hey, look at this. This is nice, right?
You could show this game to your girl. And
Yeah.
she wouldn't even be jealous. She'd be like, yeah, it is
I'm like,
cute.
no, I get it. Oh, she's cute. You know what I mean? Like, there's other people's games. I want to go find a broom closet for and be like, I want this all the time. You know what I mean? Like, it's so good, it's dangerous. It's like, damn, I can't marry this. I can't do this every time.
But
you
the
know?
funny thing about him is that he actually does make the people around him better.
Yeah.
And as amazing as Russ is, I'm starting to think that's not the
Oh
case.
God, what's wrong with the Thunder, bro?
Yeah, we need to talk about
We
what's
gotta
wrong with the
talk
Thunder
about
because, I mean, obviously Melo is what's wrong, but besides, no, Melo is what's wrong. Like, wherever he goes, naturally it'll be a black hole and everything will be devoured.
Melo is like the rain cloud.
Yes.
Bro,
but he's so unself-aware that he really doesn't think it's, how many teams does the same thing need to happen before he realizes it? I really truly wonder that. Like, maybe all I'm trying to say is that, okay, let's talk about first with Russ.
Yeah.
So you leave Russ, you don't stop smiling. KD hasn't stopped dancing. He's learning new dance moves. He's just goofy. He's silly. He's just everything.
He's
is
super
fun.
comfortable. Be like, I don't want to be the man. I'm
Yeah,
cool.
I'm not even a leader. He's like comfortable in his
Fine,
skin.
yeah.
He's literally like, you leave. You know that movie, How Stella Got Her Groove Back? That's what happens when you leave Russ, I feel. And, I mean, look at Enes Kanter. This guy
balling.
is talking shit to Braun.
Yeah.
Like, he is balling. He's
Well, that was
smiling.
always him, though.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
But he's smiling,
put up
having
great
fun,
numbers.
putting up numbers. Who else?
God, think about it. Victor Oladipo. 23 points per game now for the Pacers. All-star. Fringe All-star.
Oh, right now, if we have to pick all-star performances,
He's in there.
He's at least in the combo.
Yeah.
Hooping. So there's a certain, and I'm not saying that, I think that it comes to a certain time in sports where, like, if you're an alpha, it might intimidate your teammates, and then they don't actually have that much fun playing with you, and they can't play to their fullest potential.
Because there's so much pressure to make sure you don't get on them.
Exactly.
That they kind of psych themselves out, I think.
And some guys are good enough to make up for that psych out.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan was good enough to make up for the psych out. Meaning he was so elite, even though every one of his teammates was scared, they could still win.
But I hear where you're coming from. I don't think that's the problem.
What's the problem besides Melo? Because we know what the real problem
aside from Melo being the problem, him being the dark cloud that goes everywhere.
Bro.
I I think there's too much respect there
For Russ.
for everyone. Like I think
Everybody's
Russ
being
is trying
too polite.
He's being too polite. Like the one time that they looked like world beaters was when they played the Warriors, and Russ was like, Russ is gonna do Russ. Y'all follow me. You know what I mean? Until they all, I think they say it. Like they say it because it's the thing you're supposed to say in the media. It's
We're
like,
here to help Russ.
We're here to help you, Russ.
Yeah,
But y'all don't look like it. Y'all ain't playing like that, man.
PG's trying to get his.
Yeah,
Melo's
Melo's
gonna do whatever the fuck Melo does.
And their bench sucks. So it's like, dog, let Russ be Russ. Everybody else just follow that man's lead and stop pretending like you're a big 3. You're a big 2.5.
Who's the half?
I think they're both the half. I think they're both the half, dog. I think Russ is the big 2 by himself.
Bro.
You know what I mean?
I think Melo, come on, man. Melo is just.
Paul George is good.
And Paul George will get you to the playoffs.
I think Paul George could be the ultimate 3-and-D guy if he commits himself to that. You know what I mean? I think Melo is what he is at this point.
Yeah.
I've been a Melo apologist for the past 8 years of my life.
Yeah.
He is what he is. He's a guy who could put the ball in the hoop.
A loser.
And that is it.
He'll put the ball in the hoop and your team will lose.
And you will lose. You will not win any games with
That's
that.
good. But he's going to give you 25
and mind you, they do have
points.
They have time to get it together. They have time to still. I still think they'll be a tough out in the playoffs. I just think they got to stop pretending like it's a big 3 and just be like, dog, you are here to help Russ. Stop trying to get yours.
I mean,
if Russ passes the ball, shoot, defend, rebound. Let that crazy motherfucker put his head down like a bull in a china shop and just get into the paint and do what he does. Do what he did last year.
They know they're out after this season.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Like, they're not really committed to this. They want to inflate those numbers so they get a check come next season.
And Russ is in it for the long haul.
Russ is in it for the long haul, but like, Melo don't give a fuck. Melo's like, I need a new contract. Let me prove I can still hoop.
I think Melo gives a fuck. I think he got his money in New York. I think he thought this was going to be different.
No, if Melo cared, Melo don't give a fuck. If he really cared about winning, he would go to a team where he would end up winning.
Well, he didn't have a choice. He didn't really have a choice.
He could have waived his clause.
He'll have a choice this year, this offseason.
Why don't you accept a buyout? Accept a cheap-ass buyout.
Nah, that wouldn't have been bad for the Knicks because we wouldn't have got Cancer, wouldn't have got McDermott, wouldn't have got...
I'm not even talking about Knicks. I'm not even talking about the Knicks.
There we go again.
So I'm not even talking about the Knicks. By the way, the second we turn off this podcast, we're divvying up the money that we put into this. This is not going to no fucking charity, nothing, okay? This is just optics. I think the thing with the Knicks is, well, whatever. I don't even want to talk about Melo. It depresses me. But
I think Russell. The reason why they worked so well last year is because Russ didn't respect his team.
Yeah, now he's like fake respects Melo, fake respects PG. But they know they got to put up numbers so that they get a legit contract next year because that's what they both want. Mm-hmm. And the reality of the matter is, it's just not going to work out like that. They got to be Russ's. They got to be Russ's sidekicks, and neither of them wants to be a sidekick.
Yeah,
they just really don't.
And his game, Russ's game, to me, doesn't seem like the type of game that benefits guys with alpha tendencies. You know what I mean?
No.
Russ needs to be on it. Like, if Russ was on the Spurs, they'd be like 40-2 right now.
Well, here's the thing. If I actually think that his attitude intimidates betas too much.
I think so.
I think
No. I think Russ being on a team where a bunch of cancers. He was playing with 5 cancers last year. Guys who know their role, who are going to play really hard for you and know that this is the Russell show, and we are here for Russ.
He basically needs to play with Europeans.
Yeah.
No, real talk, because Americans got too much ego. And every American player, doesn't matter what part of the bench they're on, they think that they should be a starter. They should think that they should be dropping 30. And these Europeans, they grow up in this like socialist system where like everybody gets a piece of everything and we're in this together and we got to fight the good fight. And you can tell them to play D and they go, well, will it help us win?
I'll tell you this. You have a point, man. You might have a point because at one point, every American basketball player was the man somewhere before they get to the NBA, right?
Yes.
in Europe, overseas, these guys could sign up pro teams when they're 16 years old.
Yeah, so they bench
and they're not the star there.
They bench, and they get benched.
They get benched.
They get put on
play
the bench
10 minutes a game tops.
They don't care.
You know what I mean? Like
they don't let them do that ISO one-on-one shit.
Nah.
No, they go, yo, you're gonna play within the system. They break them early in Europe. You know what I mean? They break their will. Like, oh, you're gonna be great in an individual? No, we don't do that over here.
We're about winning.
We're about
this
a team. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm not talking about just in basketball. I'm talking about in life.
Okay.
Like, they break those motherfuckers' spirits, yo. I'm telling you, these Europeans, they come to America, they flourish because they're, wait a minute, I could do something for me?
We don't know.
I could be selfish?
We don't know anything about freedom.
Y'all think you got freedom because you got health care. You traded it.
You want to do stuff?
Nah.
What?
Dreams? What?
No.
We don't have dreams. Go get your ass a
We
job.
all serve Mother Russia here. That's all we do. We serve Mother Russia. You know what I mean? Like, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Russ needs to play
with some euros, bro. I mean, look, there's a reason Pop likes these foreign guys.
Yeah.
There's a reason Pop likes egoless guys, because you could coach them.
There's a reason why the Knicks are doing well this year, dog.
Yeah.
Dog, there's a bunch of European dudes who buy in.
That's
They
it.
buy the fuck in.
You gotta buy. Listen, it's Belichick. Can you name a fucking all-star on the Patriots besides Tom Brady?
Not at all. The Gronk, but that's it.
Gronk.
That's because Tom Brady throws to him. That's it.
That's it. But it's like, real talk, you get people to buy into the system and it can work.
Yeah.
Now, can you win? That's another thing. I think you need elite talent to win.
I
don't think Pop can get out of the West.
But that's why the Warriors are so good though, because they play like a European team. But when it's showtime, I can give it to KD, I give it to Steph.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They buy in.
Before even KD got there, I can give it to Steph Curry, like, yo, it's your show.
Cook.
Go win us this game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and they bought in. Every good team outside of, I guess, like the Super Heat, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is a team that bought in.
You gotta buy in.
You know what I mean? So.
All right. We've been talking too seriously about sports. We need to add some levity to it.
This is true.
Let's talk about how the Nigerian freak, the Greek freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo, almost knocked his coach the fuck out. This is a brave ass coach, yo.
Yo.
So I don't know if you guys saw this clip, but it was going around. Basically, Giannis, I don't know, he gets blocked or he turns it over.
I don't know what happened. Can we pull up that clip? This is the clip right here.
Positive? Okay.
Yeah, let's pull this up. Let's see exactly what happened here.
So basically, okay. Oh,
it's like a lazy turnover right here.
Oh, and
he didn't run back on D.
Two things. So Giannis gets the ball stolen, and then doesn't get back on D.
Oh, and he threw the chair on the floor.
Yeah.
I'll fuck you up.
So Giannis turns the ball over and then doesn't get back on D.
Time out. You blow up that screen grabber?
Yeah.
Look at this.
Wow. Saw that tweet that came out by Gasol. If I'm not out in the fourth quarter, that means I'm not wanted.
Yeah.
Once you're star, tweet something out like that.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. And that's
Yeah.
part of it. I feel like we're getting overly sensitive about something that's quite obvious.
No, I was one of those people. Like, it surprised me because, like, with the Fizdale was like one of those like star assistants for a while. He was an assistant coach for the Big Three Heat, so like that's why Bron and Wade like went to bat for him so quickly. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like,
Yes. That's right.
So, you know, I could see why, you know, they jumped in there, but it's like, come on, you know what I mean? Like, you cannot have a great star player or a great relationship with your star player. Like, you should be harder on your star player than you are on anybody.
What did Pop do to Tim?
He was the hardest on Tim.
Rode that ass.
Hardest on everybody, and that's every great coach I've ever seen has been like that. It's either you ride him the hardest, or the guy's just so good that you undercoach him on some like Steve Kerr, Stephen Curry stuff. Where like Curry's so nice, like he's just like, dude, you're amazing. I don't know what this is like. You know, like, you ever see that clip? Like, if you ever see that clip when Steph Curry dribbles like a million times around the Clippers, and like he's like dribbling, and just heaves it like 40 feet away, and Steve Kerr's just like,
all right, yeah,
all right. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you're that nice. Where like
the one thing Steve Kerr's usually better at than his players.
Yeah, exactly.
He can't even give Curry advice on that.
Exactly.
Like,
So
usually he steps in and goes, listen, keep your elbow in a little bit. Let me help you. I'm a good shooter. All right, I win championships. Yeah. And Curry's just like, hush. He's like, okay, I'll go back over here and be sarcastic.
There's been times.
That is his go-to, right? Don't ask Steve Kerr a serious question.
Oh, fuck no, dude.
What are you doing in Miami?
Nah,
we've been fucking thoughts and fingering bottle waitresses. We got back at 9 a.m.
Similar to that, right?
Exactly, something like that.
He was out here partying real hard. And And like when he's giving out the lineups now, he's like just clipping his fingernails on the press conference. Like, does anybody have a sweeter gig than Steve Kerr?
Dude, it's just the best.
Like I'm probably going off subject right here, but let's talk about just like basketball lives, right? Yeah. Not a career, not a stat.
He's
not
the
a
punter of the NBA. You know what I mean? Like, you just show up. Exactly.
Of the NBA.
You just show up, do a little bit. You're not going to get hurt. You're not going to get fired. Everybody on your team's a knockdown shooter.
Let's talk about like just his basketball life.
Yeah.
Outside of like Robert Horry, maybe Shaq. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Talk about who's had a better basketball life than Steve Kerr. You played with the legendary Bulls team.
Yeah.
You played with the legendary Spurs team.
Yeah.
You got countless rings. You went and became front office for the Phoenix Suns. Got them back to prominence. Went to work for TNT. Great analyst. You know what I mean? Got hired back to coach the Knicks by Phil Jackson. You tell Phil Jackson, I'm good. You go and win 2 championships. And you're barely doing shit. You're just like, go out there and just
move the ball.
And just when it can't get
That's his whole thing is movement.
And just when it can't get any sweeter for your team, when you blow the biggest lead in finals history, the one blemish in your career.
Wow, that's a great point.
You get Kevin fucking Durant on your team. Who's had a better basketball life than Steve Kerr? I can't think of many.
That's actually a great point because movement is just whoever you're giving it to is gonna shoot and make it. So just keep moving the ball. Let's get to a great shooter.
It's like you like open shots, right? You like hitting shots? Just fucking pass until somebody's open, and then we'll be good. That's all he's coaching, dude. And play some defense sometimes. That's it.
And he can't even believe his life.
No,
like he's constantly just looking around.
You can see it in his face. You can see it in his face. Like, bro, I can't believe
God
I'm here.
literally
either,
have to take his back from him
I
every
know,
once in a while. Like, you can't walk for a month, man. Fuck that. That's enough.
I don't know what that spinal tap is. Like, listen, we gotta balance this thing out, bro.
It's been too good.
You've been living too sweet, man. and what happens? What happens? Your fucking assistant goes off to coach the fucking Lakers afterwards.
Yo, for real.
Like, dude, like.
What if his back didn't even hurt? He just wanted to know if he was worth it at all. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, do I have any effect on this team whatsoever? Hey, my back is like the fluid. There's a thing. Didn't it sound like he made it up? What's wrong with your back exactly? Yeah, the fluid, the thing, look, obviously you don't know a lot about backs here. Let me explain. There's a fluid, there's a fluid that's supposed to go, so we're gonna tap it. We're gonna spinal tap. That's a band. So yeah, look, just trust me, I have headaches and I'm depressed. From your back? Yeah, that's what happens when you get the fluid taken out of your back. Yeah, totally. So I'll be back in like a month. And he's just sitting there going, you know what? These fucking Warriors are going to lose 20 games. I'm going to prove to the world that I'm the greatest coach in history. And then immediately they go on and have a 73-9 season. He's like, well, you know what? Fuck it. Okay? I put the system in place. It was me who put the system out there.
Did anyone coach of the year that year too?
Of course he won coach of the year.
He won coach of the year. He was like, well, I think it's just kind of go to Luke Walton. He was there for most of the
Mark
season.
Jackson, my homie Peter always said it. Mark Jackson built that team, made everybody better, and then got fired. Steve Curry came in, and here's how easy that job is. Mike Brown was kicking ass. What was he, 10-1
in the finals, in the playoffs.
In the playoffs.
It was just running
Mike Brown
through Western Conference teams. He's like a hot knife through fucking
butter.
Mike
fucking Brown. Bottom 5 coach I've seen in my lifetime. Mike Brown.
Yo, Steve Kerr was like, listen, there's no way Mike Brown can make this happen. This is what I'm going to do, okay? I'm going to make sure Mike Brown's an assistant. I'm going to pull the spinal tap thing again because I still believe that, okay?
It's still working.
Still working the spinal tap. They haven't even checked my medical history or anything like that. Okay. I'm gonna let Brown guaranteed in the playoffs. Mike Brown's gonna lose. Like this is one of the worst coaches in history.
Have you seen a Mike Brown offense?
Listen, no, because he doesn't have one.
The Mike Brown offense is
LeBron
do something, please.
That is it. LeBron got to score 25 in a row. His 4th year in the league. That's the only way we do anything.
Golden State juggernauts the Western Conference in the playoffs. And Curry's just like, all right, my back is fucking better. Can I win a goddamn championship? Jesus Christ! All right.
Nah, Steve Kerr, his basketball luck in life has just been so great. I think maybe he was just doing a heat check on life. It was like, fuck it. Like,
he was doing a heat check.
Let me pull up from 40.
I need to meet another person with this back ailment.
Yeah, exactly.
I know he has the 1 in 6 billion back ailment.
I don't know what it was.
Wasn't it some shit like the lights are too bright at the stadium or something?
That's making that up. I'm telling you, he's making it up. Listen, the liquid, here's what happens. It's the lights at a certain aperture ignite the liquid in my back. And with my liquid is united. Crippling depression comes over me.
It's not something you can just check. You know what I mean? It's not like I can just show you.
He's making all of it up on the spot. Listen, if you're not making up, Steve, I'm incredibly sorry.
We're sorry. We're fucking with you.
Listen, you go your entire career
without a single back injury. All he does is say jokes.
Yeah. Hey, Steve, we're being sarcastic. Steve does answer questions like English people. Have you ever met like an English person who just you can't have a conversation with? He does. He has no lips. I get it. You know.
He's pale.
If I didn't hear his voice, I'd expect like a Prince Harry type of accent.
Sure. That's Prince Harry Day.
But that is how English people answer shit. Like any question you ask them, it's always a sarcastic remark, right? So what part of England are you from? Shanghai. Because it's not in England.
It's like it's my highbrow humor. Fuck you.
Anyway. Motherfuckers. I just wanted to get that thing out.
Any sport. Anybody who's felt young or, whatever. You know what I'm saying? When somebody tells you or your body is telling you, like, listen, you can't do this anymore. Or you can't do this like you used to. That's some tough shit to deal with.
Yeah. That's
very tough shit.
Yeah, it's part of the reason why I want to play Shanae is so I can feel young again. I think that was the motivation.
Is that the reason behind all this?
That's
great graphic. Let's go.
She got a good bicep. That's a strong bicep she got right there.
She's taller than me. Like, bro, and she can move.
She could be 7 feet tall.
All right, we'll see.
Everybody gets small when they're on the ground after a hesitation. All right,
bro, if she skunks you.
Fam, it skunks me.
She skunks you.
What does that even mean? It skunks me. What do you mean I score no points against a girl in basketball? What is going on?
Yo, this is pay-per-view worthy.
This is pay-per-view worthy.
You're right. We should charge. We absolutely should charge.
Speaking of charging, do we talk about it now?
Oh, wait, talk about
February.
Oh, the live?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. February 7th.
We should probably put this at the beginning of the episode.
Cut this. Probably should.
We're gonna have more episodes where we talk about it. But we just booked a brilliant. We just booked a Flagrant 2 live.
Yeah.
First ever Flagrant 2 live. Shout out to Kaz for making that happen.
Yes. Sir. Kaz, the MVP of this podcast.
Absolutely, man. Yes. Without a doubt. My man is putting in work behind the scenes, boy. Thank you, Kaz. But it is appreciated. Just know that you're greatly appreciated, man.
So shout out to everybody that has been supporting Flagrant 2.
Yes.
They came to us with the offer, so that means a lot of you guys have been, making your voices heard, talking about the podcast, sharing the podcast, all that type of stuff. So Wednesday, February 7th at the Highline Ballroom. Flagrant 2 live. You know what I mean? Akash, Singh, Kaz, Andrew. It is going to be.
We might have some special guests.
We're definitely having special guests.
That's the thing.
Definitely having special.
We're gonna make. I don't know if you've ever been part of a real life cast production, but a real life cast production. If you've been to Henny Palooza or any of these events,
Kaz knows people.
Listen, man. There's always some special guests that show up. You know what I mean?
There's always some people.
What we initially wanted was for the one-on-one game between Shanae and myself to happen at the live.
Yeah.
So we were gonna bring a hoop
in there.
And then either do it right in the crowd, that was Kaz's suggestion, or do it on stage because the stage is quite big. Now, if we can get her to, take off whatever she has to do for that, I don't even know what she's booked for. I honestly
booked
don't
for ESPN.
What
Sports
about
Center.
it?
ESPN has a cooking show?
Yeah, there's no cooking shows on ESPN.
I couldn't. I had to. I'm sorry. I had to. Damn, it was right there. I was waiting for him to think
ESPN
of
is
it.
really breaking it down. I didn't know that that's what it was. No, this is good.
Jeez,
No, listen, was that crazy to say? Listen, I thought
it's Flagrant 2, bro.
Listen, I'm going to be honest. I thought it was like some menstrual cycle thing that was timed out. I didn't know that it's like she's not allowed to do it during that time. And there is a possibility that she could be such a ferocious competitor during those, that week that I'll be honest, that makes me afraid. Because I've dealt with the wrath of a girl around 5'8", 5'9", 5'10".
I am not touching this
During that time period, which is a tragic time period for women to have to go through. I have the utmost respect for what you deal with, and that being said, I don't know if I could match that competitive fire that she might have during that time. That's all I'm trying. That would be a huge advantage for her.
So you're
So you're saying it can only happen on 3 out of 4 weeks of the month?
I'm afraid of that 1 week. That's all I'm saying. I personally am afraid.
You need it to happen during ovulation week.
I need ovulation. Ovulation, I have a huge advantage because she's going to be playing against me. She's going to smell my hormones, pheromones, whatever that's called. I went to public school. So she's going to smell my pheromones, whatever like that, and that might make her have some sort of attraction. That would be uncomfortable, obviously, for her. So we have to time it in between ovulation and menstruation. I think that would be the most fair for me. Obviously, she wants... Kaz is just tapped out of this conversation.
Oh, no, I'm not touching this one. I've already caused shit for my girlfriend. She's like, he's so misogynistic. Jesus Christ. I'm like...
What I'm saying is I have the utmost respect for what women have to go through, and the fact that you could even put up with that on just walking around your regular day, I can't imagine what that would add to the competitive fire of a basketball game. I think it's a huge advantage that she would have over me, and I don't think it's fair. Frankly, I don't think it's fair.
I'm not fucking touching that.
Point is, we're not doing
how I
it.
massaged that shit, how I turned it in. That was from a negative to a positive. Let's go. I've been in this game for a minute.
Point is, we're not going to do the game February 7th. Cause,
we don't know. Maybe we can get Shanae off of whatever she has to do. Maybe we can ask ESPN for an exception.
We will set up this game.
It should be on ESPN Real Talk.
We will figure a way out.
I know a better place where it could be.
That's true.
We won't say just yet. We won't say just yet.
But yeah, we will absolutely make this one-on-one thing happen. If it's not a place that we can have fans come, we will tape it and we will release it on Andrew's YouTube page. And
fuck that! This is not free content. I'm not giving this away for free. I would pay to host this. I would pay to get in, and I'm a host.
All right, well, maybe we try to get a sponsor to put some money behind it. You know what I mean?
So. I think
that'd be good. Listen. Maybe Betty Crocker will put some money up.
Oh, this show's went off the rails so much.
Hey, no one wasn't me.
Let me tell you something. I don't apologize for shit. I am a comedian. Let me you guys know exactly. I know.
I have to sit with these people.
Kaz in a different situation. Not only is he an entertainer, he is also a journalist, and he's also a man that works in corporate America. Let me be very clear. Akash and I are comedians.
And let me be clear.
We make jokes about things, and we will not let this PC social justice warrior nonsense influence our comedianness.
Well, let me be clear. I did not say Betty Crocker. I would have said Kotex. Fuck, I would have said, motherfucker, what you talking about? Apologies will be tweeted at some point.
Let me tell you something. Listen, if you're listening to this right now and you're getting all sensitive about it like that, that's nothing to do with how sensitive they get when they're on their period. So why don't you have a little respect and decency and empathy for what women have to go through once every, how many times does it happen? Once every month. Once every 28 days. Lunar cycle.
You got it, bro. You got it.
Alright? So that's what we do. One thing we refuse to have happen on this podcast is to disrespect women. So, if you listen to Flagrant 2, we will respect women to the utmost. For real.
Absolutely.
No bullshit.
Absolutely.
Shout out to women, yo. And for real, and one day when women get the right to vote, I'm gonna make sure that I'm there supporting them. I don't know when it's gonna happen. It should have been happening if it was up to me. But once they get that right, I'm gonna be there, Kaz. I'm gonna be there for them 100%.
And I can read the comments already.
Bro? It is what it is, man.
Yo, man, maybe fuck sponsors. Like, you can't, you know what I mean? Like, whatever.
I cut off the rails now. Even I pulled back. I was like, hold on. I said we were comedians.
Every time I think we're getting back on the road, the cops like, wait a minute.
How much more fun is this, though? Huh? Come on. We're independent out here.
Listen. All I'm trying to say is if you think shit is wild when the whole internet can hear us, just imagine how wild it's going to be when we're in a room with 400 people and that's the only ones that are going to know. That's going to be Flagrant 2 live.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's going to be the most flagrant episode.
Kaz got to watch his mouth here because everybody can hear it and it's recorded. All right? You don't got to watch his mouth Flagrant 2 live February 7th.
Let me tell you something. We can see real Kaz as long as his girlfriend not invited. We can hear real Kaz.
That's it. We want real life Kaz, not girlfriend, boyfriend life Kaz.
Give her some WNBA tickets or something.
Yo, she can go watch the WNBA weather team versus another weather team. It's always weather, right? The Chicago winds versus why did they name the WNBA teams after Captain Planet characters, right? The fucking Phoenix Heart, San Antonio Earth, Chicago Fire,
I hate y'all.
New York Water.
Oh, fuck.
Oh my god. My head hurts. Dude.